Hello, hello, hello. Um, Hi from the Nearly Deads. My screen looks all messed up right now, so let's try to remedy that. Um, Make this a little bit bigger for you guys. It's 2023, y'all. Welcome to the first stream of the new year. First stream of 2023. Can you believe that it's 2023 right now?
Right? I
Be
sent my
crazy.
first invoice of the year and I almost marked it 2022 and I was like, oh wait, nope.
Nope.
And I was for sure one thing I'm very proud of myself is I beat my dad to saying the first dad joke of so
What's the first dad joke of 2023? We all need to know.
on January 1st, 2023, I messaged my family and I was like, man, I remember 2022 like it was yesterday.
Oh, God. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad.
Oh,
Like, there you
gee.
go, Dad. First dad joke of the year. Yeah.
Hey,
He was
Steve. At
waiting
least,
all year to bust that one out.
at least you didn't say,
See
"Hey,
you.
I'll see you next year."
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Oh God.
But that would have been the last dad joke of the year. The last dad
See
joke.
you next
Uh,
year.
Did your dad say that one? Because that would be hilarious if your dad said that one and then you said,
Tired to message anything. New Year's Eve, we just got a bunch of messages from my mom. And because my family lives, me, my brother, and sister live in multiple time zones, my mom was messaging Happy New Year like multiple times throughout the day.
Well, that's sweet.
"Oh yeah,
What time does New Year's hit in South Africa? Like 8 hours ahead of us?
Yeah. It's 7 from you, 8 from me.
And so, and then Sarah's in California, so that would be like 3 in the morning for
Uh,
Florida.
yeah, yeah, 4 in the
That's
morning
funny.
for you. Yeah, because we've got 4 times.
Dang, that's a lot. That's a big difference. Well,
Yeah, and of course, my mom, like, she's weirdly a night owl, so of course she's like up at 4 to text my sister Happy New Year.
she
Like,
probably woke up specifically to text her because
no,
that's
she
how.
actually just like stays up super late.
Oh,
Like she
really?
just watches TV and plays games on her like little tablet. She likes these crosswords and like virtual puzzles, jigsaw puzzles and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are you not in bed? And she's like, I don't know.
Do you have a new chair, Steve? Do you have like a gaming chair?
I guess it's a gaming chair. I don't know. I bought a new chair on Amazon because the one I had was okay. So you remember the house we lived in Antioch?
Mm-hmm.
Remember they left those office chairs up in the
Attic?
the
Or
that boat room above the garage?
I no, I don't remember that, but it
There was
sounds like you've had those chairs for 10 years.
yeah. So I had that chair forever, and it had like no cushion left in the seat. Like I'd bought like a Tempur-Pedic pad to sit on, and it was just like the worst. And I was just like the week, I don't know, the first or second week in December, I was like, why am I still sitting in this chair? Like I'm adult, I could
Yeah,
just
you could buy a
buy
new chair. You
a
can afford a new chair.
like yeah. So I finally did it.
Dude, finding a new chair is tough. It's a big investment. Yeah.
I mean, it's
Um
not that bad. $100 or something like that.
what brand is it? Because I got one from Amazon too. I think it was around like $100.
It's called
Oh,
BT Player, I guess.
it
it
looks
is
just
it's
like
like a
mine. It's probably
gaming
the
chair.
same.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a gaming chair. Is it
Yeah,
comfortable? Can you like lean back in it?
yeah, it's pretty comfortable. It's got oh, that's the yeah, it's got
This quality content.
all the stuff there. It's got a thing that I can plug in a USB, and there's like a massage cushion.
Oh, that's cool.
The lumbar cushion there, like you can plug it in USB, and it'll like massage your back.
Hmm.
Ooh. That's awesome. I gotta look into
I,
that.
I've never plugged it in or tried it.
I
But
want to say hi to Carlos in the chat and Tommy on Facebook. My old drummer Tommy
oh,
said
nice.
hi.
Nah.
Nice.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't game in this chair really. Like I'm a play on my couch kind of guy, but it helps for working on the new Nearly Dead's record.
Where are you in the studio this week?
Next week, I've just been pre-writing leads so that I'm not wasting time in the studio.
Very nice. Very nice.
I sent Josh has had a taste of a couple of the songs, but so we almost had like an embarrassing moment. So I was doing leads for Leap of Faith, which is the 4th single, and I was working on that because that's like the song that's going to come out before everything else. So I was like, I should probably do this one first. So I'm writing it. I'm stoked with everything. I sent it to Josh. I'm like, how do you this is your song. Do you approve the leads? You like it? And he's like, yeah, I love it. Sounds great. And I was really stoked on it. Then I go to work on Believer. And Believer, we've already released acoustic. So I've basically just been like, well, how do I transpose this and make it a full band song? Well, as I'm working on Believer, I realized that Leap of Faith and Believer are the same key and the same sort of open E. And then I realized the lead melody I wrote for Leap of Faith is the exact same lead melody I wrote for the chorus of Believer that we've already released.
Already released?
Yeah. So I had to go back and rewrite Leap of Faith. Well, first I started and I was like,
wait, will anyone notice? Like, can't we just leave it?
They both, it was the same. It's the same thing, like exactly. And I'm like, maybe we could space them out on the album. And then I was like,
no one will know. It's like a Nirvana moment. No one will know.
Right. So at first my approach was like, oh well, I'll just write something new for the full band Believer, and I came up with a new idea, and I liked it, but I was like, it's still like
similar.
So I went
Too
back
similar.
to Leap and I changed it, but Josh said it worked out. He says he likes the second version even better. So
yeah, I think it's even better, honestly. So
good. Something good came out of it.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's funny.
I don't think Josh has ever said he doesn't like anything.
Most of the stuff you come up with, Javi, I'm
that was a good one. That was sharp. That was quick. That was sharp, man. It's 2023 wit in the house. So I just want to.
I just knew like the fans would like they bust out at the new album. They'd be like, "Look at Steve, the one-trick pony over here, using the same leads in every chorus."
I just want to say hi real quick to everybody watching, people tuning in. Every first Wednesday of the month, we do this monthly live stream. We pick a different topic. We kind of hang out and talk and chat with you guys. Let us know how your holidays were, how your new year went, any exciting updates for any of you guys out there. And let's chat, let's hang out, and like say hi, because we love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and being here with us. Yeah. So we're talking right now about the new album, because we are working on a new album, as most of you guys out there know. It's going to come out in May. We're getting together in a couple weeks to actually pretty much complete this thing. So that's exciting. And nerve-wracking, and just like it's just like all this years of hard work like kind of coming to like, I don't know, it's like a slow, and then it's like so slow coming together, and then once it's ready to go, it's like boom boom boom, like get everything done, finished. And we're gonna work on a music video, we're gonna work on some photo shoots, some like just some fun stuff, some creative stuff while we're all together in a couple weeks. So looking forward to that. But why don't we?
It's definitely a unique experience for us, because I feel like every other recording we've ever done as a band, it's sort of like, let's do a new EP or let's do a new record. We spend a couple months writing, and then we go in the studio and we basically do the whole thing like within a month. It's like, a few days for drums, then bass is a day or two to do every
Mm-hmm.
song, and we just boom, 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 and then it's all done. Like this, you know, we spent like a year writing the songs, and then now we would have, by the time we're done tracking, we would have spent almost a year recording it too. And a lot of it had to do with scheduling and our producer being on tour.
Well, and we all
But
live in different states now. Like
yeah,
we're doing
and
this whole like riding long distance and all of that,
yeah, so it's been different.
Hopefully it's been worth the wait for the fans though. But we already released 2 singles, Suffocating and Relentless, and let us know what you guys think of those if you guys have heard them yet.
And soon to come, the Swaffy single,
Yeah.
which is getting a full-blown music video.
Yeah.
Man.
So did anybody do anything fun over the holidays? Do you guys want to go around and just like chat about your Christmas, and anybody get anything good? Anything exciting happen for Christmas?
Josh, go. Somebody. What's up,
What did I
Ned?
get for Christmas? I don't even know. No, I just we just had like a get together. So actually, yeah, we had a get together on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We typically do my mom's side on Christmas Eve and then my dad's side on Christmas Day. But there was like a crazy snowstorm like right before Christmas Eve. So a lot of people didn't show up, which actually ended up being like super nice. We had like this, just kind of like my grandma and a couple aunts and uncles came over, and we just had like this more intimate like Christmas Eve dinner. So it actually ended up being really nice. And then Christmas Day was just crazy with my dad's side, and there's like a bunch of little kids and running around and stuff. But yeah, it was nice like seeing family and everything. And
Did you get what did you get? Did you get any cool presents?
I got oh yeah, I got so I'm a big fan of the Coca-Cola polar bear. I have like a few, just like I like collect them. Like my dad gets me one like almost every year that he'll just find.
That's adorable.
Yeah, I have a couple over there. So there's this giant
How
ass
have you
box.
hid this from us for years?
Yeah. So there's this this giant ass box. I was like, what is this? Like, I didn't really ask for anything, and it was like all taped up, all wrapped up and like sealed and everything, and open it up, and it's just this white stuffed thing. He got me a giant ass white stuffed Coca-Cola polar bear, like huge. Like I don't even know where to put it. It's still at their house. So, but it was really cool. It was pretty funny.
That is funny.
Yeah, other than that, I just got some like stuff I need, like socks and stuff. But
isn't it funny how like when you're a kid getting clothes and socks sucks, and now that you're an adult you're like, yay, socks.
Oh yeah,
I really needed these. These are nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Javi?
It was good. Family came up from Texas.
Nice.
Had a nice cold family-based Christmas. I got to keep Eli the whole time, so he got to see his grandparents, and it was nice.
Did you get anything cool? Any cool presents?
Yeah, I got a lot of stuff actually. I think I'm the most proud of the floor jack that I got myself.
What is that for a car?
Yeah, it's so that you can jack the car up. Yeah.
Nice.
Javi,
what's that?
Are you a tinkerer on your car? Or is it out of
Don't you have like a brand new car?
Like
I bought a new car it's not. It's a used car, but I'm gonna fix it up. It's a 2004 Honda Accord.
Oh, I thought you were driving the Rogue, the Nissan.
No, I have it.
Ha-
I have.
Tommy's got the Rogue. Javi's got the yeah. What's the SUV?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
the
thought-
Tucson.
Oh, Tucson. Yeah. Do you still have that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
So now I got 3 vehicles that I can work on.
Nice. That's what I was like.
Nice.
I remember when we went to the studio, you had like this new car, for Eli, and I was like, what happened to that? So that's cool.
He was like, "Let me see. I have a full-time job. I have a kid. I've
Let's
got
get
a
3 cars.
man. What else do I need in my life? Oh,
No, that's awesome. No, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's
well, hey, some
nice.
people like enjoy it. They like working on cars and messing with them and taking them out.
Oh, my parents got me some wine, so that was dope.
Nice. Did you
Yeah.
have any before the stream?
No, I'm just sipping on some beer here.
I'm doing dry January, so it's gonna be
Nice.
it's gonna be a good month.
Oh,
Getting
nice.
back on,
Yeah.
trying to get back on track. You overindulge for the holidays. It's just,
Oh yeah.
and then at a certain point, you're like, I gotta lay up, and then you're like, nah, it's the holidays, it's fine, And I still have like leftover food. There's tons of candy at my house, tons of candy from my stocking, from the family. And Jordan always buys me tons of chocolate and stuff for Christmas too. So I am just like that. I got cheese, crackers, sausage. My Milwaukee aunties sent us tons of food. There's like tons, just all of that. So overindulgence. So, yeah, dry Jan. Gotta get with it. Set the reset button.
Draw freakouts in the studio.
Huh?
Are you gonna have withdrawal freakouts in the studio?
I hope not, because that would be really, I think I'll be okay. That's another big reason why, because I knew I needed to kind of cut it back before the studio. I always like to stop drinking a couple weeks before I record. It's just much better for my voice. And then, it's going to be tough to not like celebrate after I think that I'm done. So that's going to be tough. But, once you decide that you're like, no, I'm not drinking this month, then it's pretty easy to not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then I usually end up eating more sweets because I'm like, well, might as well have a piece of cake then if I can't have a drink. But it's for the best. It's for the best. I've been trying to cut back for a long time. So this is a good reset button. And we do this like every year, usually. So happy New Year to you as well, Saju, on YouTube.
Say that, I was like, wait, is this a silent J? Like, how do I pronounce this?
I don't know. I just went for it. So had a pretty good Christmas here. Spent it with, my husband's family and just the two of us as well. Had like I made pot roast, which it's just weird now that we're not vegetarian anymore. Like the world has opened up. Like I made cheese fondue on Christmas Eve. I made a pot roast on Christmas. Everything turned out amazing. And
It's awesome.
yeah,
Mm.
he got me some really good presents. My sister sent me these really awesome boots that I'm going to wear in our photo shoot. They're like sparkly photo shoot and the video, I think. So like dressy, just fun stuff. And then I got Jordan one of my favorite things that I've got him, a custom Pokemon with our cat on it, who had recently
nice.
passed away. And it looks
Oh,
so
that's cool.
cute. It's I want to show you guys what it looks like. I want to show everybody what it looks like. It's
Yeah,
so
get
cute.
it. What's up, Soul Queef? We get to start the year off 2023 with the Queef. Doing great. Probably hates. so
Didn't we
much.
ask like what the
I
initials mean once, and we just
Right.
ignored it anyway?
He's like, son of a bitch. Steven had like one beer that night, and my name is
Soul
I
Queen
used
forever.
forever.
Yeah.
So I ordered from they're viral on TikTok. It's called pokepetshop.com. Took a while to get here, but absolutely beautiful. This is the card. Sorry. Come on.
Flip back, maybe away from the camera.
Away from the camera?
Yeah.
Oh no,
It's
it's
blurry.
blurry.
Everything's
Everything's
blurry.
blurry. Ah. Oh God. No, you can't see it. Anyway, it's also a metal card, so it's like looks like a real card. You can see it better when I'm holding it here. Even though you can't get close to it, but showed him a little picture of her. You can come up with all your stats and descriptions and everything. So I made it really personal, and they send you. Oh my God, this stupid blurry background. It's blurring it
that's
out.
cool.
And then this canvas. There we go.
That's awesome.
It's so cute, and they did such a good job. So I do highly recommend. They do people, so you can send in a picture of you and your partner. You can send a picture of your pet. It makes a great gift. Even if, I don't know, I guess even if you're not super into Pokemon, if you just have like a gaming room or like a man cave, it's like super cute. So I was really excited but that didn't even get here in time for Christmas. It came late. And then Jordan ordered me a bottle of wine from one of my favorite drag queens. She has her own brand now, and she signed every bottle. And unfortunately, it got damaged in shipping. So then I had to wait I don't even know when it's going to arrive. And it's obviously going to arrive during the month of January when I'm not drinking. So I'm like, cool, I'll just save it for my birthday. But he did such a good job.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Awesome.
Valentine's, but yeah, your birthday would be better.
Yeah.
Wonder if this hat thing will work on Jonesy.
Oh.
The hat.
Oh, Jonesy. Oh my God. That's so cute. I think it's so cute that she was a stray that showed up on your doorstep and now just loves you and stays there and had her own little kittens. So cute. I think we lost you. I think you turned your microphone off.
Ew.
Hello?
Me?
Yeah.
Can you
We
hear me?
couldn't hear you, and yeah.
Oh yeah, that's because I had a big mountain of bird in front of me in the microphone.
Okay, Soul Queef, Sierra Online Quest for Glory. Yes, that's what it means.
Yeah, Soul Cleaf explained it before, but I have changed.
Quest for Glory.
It's not that anymore. No longer a quest for glory.
I think can we just shorten it to Soul? Because I feel like that's what we should shorten it to just Soul. No.
The sound of sadness leads to soul.
Hey Domingo, a happy new year to you as well. Yeah, so Steve, what about your holidays?
They were interesting for sure. Like Javi said, like crazy weather. Like in Nashville, it got to like negative degrees. Like that, I think that's maybe happened once since I've lived here. And so yeah, A and her son came to spend Christmas with my family, but she basically had to like the movie Planes, Trains, and Automobiles to get down to Florida. She said watching that movie with us during Thanksgiving cursed her or something because like she had a flight for like Friday night because she had to work. That got canceled. They didn't have anything else, but she found a flight later Thursday night. She switched the flight, went there, they boarded the plane, and sat in the plane for 5 hours, and then it got canceled.
What? She was in the plane for 5 hours?
In the 5 hours.
Why don't they let people off the plane?
I guess they were trying to do their best to actually fly because she said most of it, 2 hours, they were waiting because Nashville only has one de-icing machine. So for 2 hours, they're in line waiting their turn to get de-iced. And then by the time that happened, there's something called like the ice box that's got to open up. It wouldn't open. They sent maintenance out there, couldn't get it. So they taxied back to the gate, tried more.
Rough.
And then we're finally like, at that point, the blizzard got even worse and they're like, we're not flying. So she went home, found another flight for the next Friday earlier in the afternoon, booked that flight. That morning it got canceled. And she's like, I don't think everything's getting canceled. So she ended up, she's just like, how do you think the roads are? And I was like, well, let me ask Tommy. He's driving to Georgia. And Tommy was like, yeah, once you pass Chattanooga, roads are fine. So she just like up and left, drove that night, and got into like to my parents' house at like 3 a.m. Friday or Saturday
Jeez.
morning.
Wow.
So luckily she was able to get there, and she ended up bringing her laptop. So instead of driving back Monday to work the next day, she just worked from my parents' house, which helped. So yeah, I'm glad that she and her son made it, and we could all hang out for Christmas. But Wednesday when I got there, my mom was like, "Hey, we're picking you up. You're gonna sit in the back with me. Dad's not feeling that well. He's got a cold." Well, he went to the doctor the next day. My dad had COVID, so he had to go up to his room, and he had it like actually sick, feeling terrible.
Oh
So
my
he was in his room.
God.
The next day, my mom got COVID, so she and my dad were like quarantined in their room upstairs pretty much the whole trip until the last day or two before I went home. They were feeling well enough to like kind of come down and visit. Like Christmas morning, they came down and kind of just kept their 6 feet and just kind of hung out, did presents, and then they were like, we can't stand up anymore. We're going back to the room. And but luckily, like my sister and her boyfriend were there, and so like the four of us, we just kind of hung out, and I got to visit with some friends in Tampa. I saw D-Pro. We hung out one night.
Oh yeah.
So that was fun.
The original drummer.
Yeah. And then, but it was kind of interesting because I have a new respect for my parents and everything that they've done, like our whole lives, like for holidays and everything. Since they were sick, me and my sister were like, we'll take up the reins. So we were like cooking the Christmas Eve dinner and like cooking Christmas Day meal between the two of us, and like basically doing everything. And then John, A's son, was there, and so I'm like, well, I want him to have like the cool Christmas stuff that we grew up on. So we're doing the milk and cookies for Santa thing, like putting out the stuff. But like by Monday, I was like, damn, that was like a lot of work. like cooking and cleaning and cooking and cleaning and like setting up all this stuff. And I was like, and my mom and dad did that like every year for all of us. They still do it now. We're like, hey, we're all in our 30s. Like, you don't have to put out milk and cookies for Santa anymore. Like,
Oh, come on.
my mom's like,
Yes,
no,
you
we're
do.
doing it.
Yes, you do.
Oh. I'm
Tradition.
going to tell my parents to start doing it again. They don't do it
Somebody
anymore.
tried to explain it to John because he's like 3.5, and every time we were like, okay, we're gonna set this out here for Santa, you know, when he brings you toys, he needs energy, and he'd set it down, and then he'd reach and grab the cookie and try to, and we're like, no, that's for Santa. We put it down, and he'd like look at it,
Like he
I
doesn't
don't
understand. Why
like,
can't I just have this?
here, it's on a plate in front of me, like. And we just gave up and we're like, fine, just eat that one.
I know exactly what Eli would do. If I put a plate of cookies, he would be like, "Oh, a cookie," and he would do the exact same thing and try to eat it.
Your voice literally sounded like Eli just
Oh, a cookie.
I love that everyone in the chat is talking about how they got socks. and like they were stoked. I actually got socks too. Like there's no way to not get socks for Christmas.
Yeah.
Like not like I didn't get like normal like a pack of socks. I got like unicorn, some sort of funny goofy socks.
Yeah, I got like space socks. Looks like outer space.
Nice.
It's pretty cool.
I didn't get socks, but they knitted me a sweater or a scarf.
Scarf. Oh, that's
I
sweet.
didn't know is apparently also called a muffler.
Yeah.
She kept calling it a muffler. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's the thing on the back of the car. Apparently it's both. And then I got a couple jackets from some people. Oh, my sister and her boyfriend found this at a thrift store and gave it to me.
Oh, nice.
And
That's
then
funny.
up there, he says, "I'm not dead yet."
That's awesome. Monty Python, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. We should do, like, we all need to bring to the photo shoot. Let's bring your goofy socks and we'll take a picture of, like, our socks.
I'll have to buy some. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't get any socks.
You didn't get goofy socks?
I gave my sister some socks. They
Okay.
were like those really nice like furry slipper
Nice.
type socks, and they were like polka dotted, kind of like a cow.
You should probably wear those.
I gave them to her.
Get them back. Ask her to send them back.
Hey, could you send these back?
Yeah. Speaking of, Josh's Christmas sweater was pretty awesome too.
Oh yeah.
You're like, was Dragon Ball Z or whatever, right?
Yeah, Dragon Ball. It was Goku.
That was nice.
Thanks. Yeah. I was excited to wear it.
Oh yeah, I kept thinking it was Naruto, but that's just what we guessed when we were guessing.
Yeah. Actually, and my cousin Cody, he has a Naruto one and he wore that.
Wow.
So
Nice.
we're pretty cool.
That's pretty nerdy. That's pretty nerdy. Now, does
Let
your
him get
guys'
down.
your family tradition, is it dress up for Christmas dinner and Christmas Eve dinner, or like go to church, or like what do you guys do? Or is it like more pajamas all day, kind of casual?
So
Yes.
yes. Christmas Eve for me, it's more dress up, and we'll like go to mass, and then like have a more proper dinner until everybody starts drinking a lot. Yeah, that is crazy.
Love that.
But
Proper drinking.
yeah, and then Christmas Day, like more with my dad's side, it's pretty much pajamas. Hit the nail on the head. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like for me the traditions of like, I mean, obviously the whole like Santa stuff changes as you get older, but I think like all of our traditions have sort of like gone. It's funny as we're older, they've gone from formal to to less formal. Because when we were kids, yeah, we'd go to the Christmas Eve service, and we'd always dress up, and then the next day, I mean, we didn't have to dress up, but after we woke up and opened our stockings and stuff, we would go to my grandparents' house and have lunch with them, and so my mom would want us looking nice. But now that we're all adults, like my brother, sister, and we don't go to church normally, so I guess my parents stopped asking. Like, I mean, we would go to Christmas Eve service if they brought it up or something, but I guess they've just decided, since we don't really go to church, that they're not going to do the Christmas Eve service anymore. And then on Christmas Day, it's just hanging around the house in whatever comfortable clothes, and having lunch at our own house, because I only have one grandma around, and she's in Gainesville, so if they come visit, it's at our house, so you just wear whatever you want.
Nice. What about you, Javi? Do y'all dress up?
Hell no. No, we just show up. Dad starts drinking. Football games are on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And then we all go out to eat. And because it was so like cold, I mean, well, they still got out, but no, I
Yeah.
think the main thing is just getting the family together. And it's if we were in Texas, it would be like, okay, let's get everybody together and it's like a big party. But since it's here, it's like, okay, well, let's just visit, spend time together, eat good
Mm-hmm.
food. I gave my mother and sister some white wine and it was nice. I'm actually
Nice.
like, for the first time this like ever, I had my kitchen like fully stocked with like whatever you want, like white wine, red wine, vodka, beer. Like let's have
Nice.
some
Do you guys go out for
libations.
Christmas Eve dinner or did you
Um,
make dinner?
well, they didn't get here till like the 28th.
Oh,
So
okay. So it was like after.
it was mainly, yeah, it was mainly like a post Christmas
Nice.
slash New Year's
What did
thing.
you all do on New Year's?
Well, New Year's Eve I slept. So
Yeah.
I think everybody sent me like Happy New Year's texts and I was like snoring. So, but yeah, same thing, football.
I worked. I had to work New Year's. It was
Oh,
my holiday. But it was fun. I mean, we made the most of it. We had like a potluck and like found the ball drop like on the computer. So ended up being fun. I was with a good crew and stuff. So yeah.
Uh, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't care about staying up and partying as much anymore. Like, uh, A had some friends in town and they had kids, and we took them to Opry to see the Christmas lights at the Gaylord. But then, they were little kids, so we were done with that at like 8. Then just ate some dinner, and her friends went and did their thing, and we watched some Star Wars Bad Batch, and then I fell asleep before midnight. So
so I saw this TikTok where these people found a video of a ball drop online and told their kids it was midnight and like
Mm.
played the ball drop and like did the whole like woo and like they were all like running around screaming and like banging on pots and pans or whatever, and then they show the camera and it's like 7:30.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
so then the
Right.
kids like think they stayed up all night and then they just like send them to bed. So I thought that was pretty genius. Gotta try it with
That's
your
funny.
kids next year. Uh,
Dude, Singapore is so cool. Like the ball drop is pretty cool, and then Nashville's got the guitar drop thing.
yeah.
Um, but A has a friend in Singapore, and they sent her a video, and they were like downtown, or I guess there was downtown, then like a lake, and then where they were hanging out, and they had somehow projected up in the sky, like above the buildings, all these LED things, so they would be like
Was
an
it maybe
image.
like the drones?
Maybe it was drones.
LED
Yeah, 'cause it
drones?
kind of like looked like an image, but then it looked like a clock and a giant
Ooh,
clock in the sky, and then like the things ticking and moving, and it's all lit up. And I was like,
that's
yeah,
insane.
must be drones. Yeah, that's smart that you said that. I was like, is that just like? I was like, that can't be like reflecting on the clouds. I was like, how are they doing this?
No, like the Super Bowl did it one year. The drones, like LED drones. That's cool. That'd be worth staying up for.
Yeah.
Um, I um I got really sick after Christmas and then we found out that Jordan's dad got COVID a couple days after Christmas. So we were like, everybody's just getting sick. I felt like anybody, you ask their family, oh, my mom, my dad, somebody was sick with COVID. It was just going around. Um, so like the whole week after Christmas, I was like, man, and I wanted to throw a New Year's Eve party, like a classy, New Year's Eve party and hadn't done that in a while. Kind of done some casual things over at friends' houses, and I was like, I really want to do a party. And then I just like halfway through the week, I was like, I don't think I can do a party. Like, I'm sick, my throat's killing me, all of this stuff. And I didn't have COVID, I guess. I tested negative, but so basically was in bed like all day, canceled the party. But then me and Jordan played Yahtzee. Like, and we had like a tournament. It was just the two of us because I was like, I don't really care about seeing anybody. We're both sick. But yeah, I won the Yahtzee tournament. We played like 5 games though and drank, and it was really fun. So I think that's going to be the new tradition is like Yahtzee, New Year's. But then it was like, okay, it's only 9:00. What do we do now? So he fell asleep. We were watching some New Year's Eve thing on TV, like the Times Square thing.
Yeah.
And the whole time it was weird because it's so much warmer here than it was there. It's like in the 50s right now. Like when it was like negative for you guys, it was still like in the 30s or 40s here. Like it's just not, it
That's
hasn't
what's
been that cold.
weird. Yeah, it was the negatives on Christmas, which was like
Mm-mm.
not even 2 weeks ago, and yesterday it was like 70.
What,
That's
like,
how
It was, yeah, it was brutal.
How is this?
like hot, like that hot?
Yeah, it was literally in the 70s yesterday, and then later this week it's going to be back in the 30s.
Yeah. It was almost 70 today. It's like 66 out or something.
Isn't that weird? It's like the middle of January. It's
Yeah.
so bizarre feeling. And it's like cloudy and it's dark in the middle, like at 4:00, it's dark. It's like gloomy here. Like I'm definitely feeling like the seasonal depression for sure. Like every morning I wake up and I'm like, cool, it's cloudy again, like gross, like totally not motivated to get out of bed or do anything.
It's also been like raining here
Yeah.
like every day.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Same. We have a hi from France. Hello on YouTube. And then Domingo also says that
Ah.
they open presents on Christmas Eve and get drunk and have tamales and brisket. That sounds amazing.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Mm.
Sounds like a good time. I want to party with your family. And then Nestor on YouTube says, Reasons is one of my favorite songs by the band. It's an oldie but a goodie. Appreciate that. Thank you.
What?
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
goodness!
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
No, Steve.
I'm like, all my stuff's connected.
No,
I
no,
thought you
you-
were saying what to me, and I was like, I was just thanking the fans.
Steve
Like, what
was-
did I say?
Steve was just going off, and I'm like,
Oh, we can't. Steve, what's
Yeah,
going on with
maybe
your
it's
connection today?
I don't think it's the connection. I think there's just the settings. There's probably some kind of noise
I
gate
think it's the hat.
Mm.
right next to it. But
Probably.
what I was saying is, Reason says 10 years. Does that make it a classic?
No, I think it's 20 years before it's a classic. Speaking of that, I was listening to an Apple Music playlist, and it's like the description is very, very misleading. It's called Jumpstart Apple Music Classic Rock. This is the name of it. And This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race is on there. I'm like, that's not classic rock. The Middle is on there. Monkey Wrench, Edging by Blink-182, which literally just came out, and I'm like, this is not classic rock. And then
Yeah.
They're just picking bands that are from like
they're
the
just saying it's like from straight up classics to today's cutting edge. So I'm like, why don't you just say that as the description instead of Apple Music Classic Rock and then putting like brand new songs
Tell
on
me
there?
they got Machine Gun Kelly in there.
No.
Oh.
There is some stuff that I guess like that's pretty old. Like Buddy Holly is pretty old. Santeria is pretty old. I would consider Sublime on the edge of classic, but because I think it has to be 20 years to be considered like classic. And there's definitely bands on there that have been around for 20 years.
Yeah, 90s rock is definitely classic rock now.
Dude, we're bringing it back. I've been listening to the songs, getting myself hyped for the recording, and I'm like, this is so 90s, and I love it. Like,
Dude, you should hear Leap of Faith now. It's super
with the
nice.
lead.
Nah.
Yeah.
I want to hear it. Send me a clip.
Yeah.
Did we post some stuff on the Patreon as well? Did we post that video that Dan made?
I believe so. Or I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe he's been trying to figure out how to log in. Is our login like somebody's Facebook? Or because I went on it the other day trying to find like the login password and I couldn't find anything about it. I think maybe our Patreon is like connected to Facebook or something.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to look into it.
Maybe there's a way to like invite other people to be
like admins on it. I mean, it's linked. We can talk about it after. But I was just going to say, you know, we have the Patreon link up on all these live streams. Like anybody out there, like if you guys really want to support the band, if you want to help us out, this is a great way to help out. Besides just, you know, buying the music and streaming and things like that. Patreon is like $1 a month, something like that, $3 a month. And you get access to all this cool behind the scenes stuff that we post about the album. So definitely worth checking out if you haven't done so.
Yeah, we're working on Dan's putting together basically like a documentary.
It looks amazing.
It's so cool, and that will be up there, you know. And the whole album is up there now as demos.
Yeah, you can listen to all the demos for free. I mean, I guess if you're a member of the Patreon, but $3 a month, $5 a month. I mean, you can hear everything as we're pretty much putting it out, and you guys get early access to the new songs and, you know, occasional little like behind the scenes snippets and stuff. So it really does help us out. So if you enjoy the live streams, if you enjoy the music, maybe consider joining.
Yeah. What's up, Argentinian Hero on YouTube?
Nice. All right. So any other New Year's Eve I mean, did you guys stay up till midnight? I still stayed up till midnight. And I literally 12:01 hit the pillow.
I think I fell asleep at 11.
I fell asleep at 7 in the morning.
Oh, Josh.
7 a.m.
That's a long. Do you work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.?
Mm-hmm. Well, 6:30 to 6:30.
God, that's a lot. Do you get to nap or no? You just have to stay awake.
Oh yeah, like I'll sleep through the day.
Cycle? How do you like fix your sleep cycle? You must be tired all the time.
So it's funny because I actually feel like I'm less tired. Like I'm actually trying to go strictly nights because there's just something like if I were like daytime, like 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., it's just like I have to get up at like 4 in the morning and try to go to bed at like a decent hour. And
when it's
like,
still light outside.
Yeah, it's way like I really enjoy the night. We kind of had this talk before. It's like the whole night crew thing.
Yeah.
And it's 3 days a week. So I feel like on my days off, I kind of like I'm off till Saturday and I sort of just stay up late, like not all night, but I'll stay up till like 3 o'clock ish. And then it's really not as hard as I thought it was going to be because I was worried about it, but I don't know. It's manageable. I enjoy it. It's more relaxed at night, so I enjoy it more. But
I think it'd be tougher to do that kind of shift on the weekends. I mean, I'm sure you do, but it's like that's when people like generally do their, go out, social stuff. So
Yeah, I mean, if you're working in the ER, yeah, that's a bad time to be. But I like the weekends because there's no traffic and stuff, like my commute's nice on the weekend and everything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, let's be real. We don't have friends
lives.
or
I meant you.
Oh yeah, it was like
I
honestly,
meant you.
a weekend doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Like a weekend might as well. Saturday is like a Tuesday now. Like I don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of always been that way, I feel like.
Yeah. I've never, yeah, like I don't know.
I
I mean,
definitely
I had
do
my
miss
moments.
playing music though. Like those long nights and like when we were like gigging and touring, I was like, oh, that was nice. Cause then I felt like, that was nice. I miss that. I miss playing music. So we have to play some shows this year, you guys.
I
We're
had
making
a
this
great
whole record and it's like, I don't think we've been together playing music in a room for like 3 years.
right. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
Well, no one's going to
I
believe us when we tell them that we're still a band.
had a trip down memory lane driving back from Florida on Christmas. I made it through Chattanooga, and then I was like, "Oh, I need gas," and so like,
Oh, did you go to the train station place or
no,
whatever?
this is the like at 8 o'clock at night, and
Mm.
I drive through, and I just passed Chattanooga, like heading back to Nashville. There's an exit, and we get off, and I pull over to get gas, and I was like, "This exit, this is the notorious exit, fucking hobby." I'm like, "This is the exit where the damn trailer fell off the van."
I don't remember
Drunk
that.
ass
Wait,
is
what?
like turning up the radio, like all the music, and he's like poking and like jumping around, and we're like stuck in the middle of
oh,
the street at midnight.
is it when he ran and like peed behind like a sign or something too?
Wait,
It's
why
been
don't
all
I
right.
remember this? Was I sleeping?
I mean, maybe, but I don't know how you could have been sleeping because everybody was drunk, but Javi was the drunkest. and
No,
most of
TJ
us-
was
Well,
right
why
next
was
to
he
me.
driving if he was drunk? We shouldn't be
I
telling
was
this
driving.
story.
Yeah, we
Oh,
were night
Oh,
crewing it,
Steve was
yeah.
driving. And
I was night crewing.
TJ
Everybody
was
else drunk.
TJ was right next to me laughing her ass off.
Yeah.
I
And I
always
was trying
remember
to, I
that.
was trying to get people to back me up and be like, we're in the middle of the street with the trailer on the ground. I'm trying to something rated Hobby, and everybody's just encouraging him, and he's like reaching forward and turning up the radio. And that's what did I tell you, Hobby? It's like
You were like, I can't do this right now, Javi, or something
Oh
like that.
yeah.
like
Wait, I can't handle you right now, Javi. Oh man.
something very monotone and like it's because I can't get mad at any, but it's like I can't like press A. So I'm just, I
That's
said I
fair.
don't have time for this or
I
something.
don't have
Oh, that's
time for
what it
this
was,
right now,
yeah.
Javi.
And then I'm like trying to get like the trailer
It was up.
lifted back
It was
up.
it was up a little couple of pitches. It was like, I don't have time for this, Javi.
Oh,
And then I'm
man.
trying to like
Was
get this
Kevin
trailer
still with
back on
us?
Kevin was still, but of course he's like stoned and whatever, and
just-
so he's
yeah.
back there
He
trying
just
to
passed
like,
Was that at the In This Moment? Was that the In
Let's
This
go,
Moment
bro.
tour? Because
no,
we played a
well-
really awesome place in Chattanooga on that tour, and it was like a great show.
it could have
So
been.
I'm like, maybe it was that night because we were like close to home and everything too. So that was like that was a great show. But
Yeah, it could have been. I'm trying to think if Chad, because Chad was with us.
No, I don't think.
I think it was because
no, I don't think Chad would have been with us for,
I don't think he
for
was
that
with
moment.
us.
No way. He wouldn't have
Because he,
stood for that.
I wouldn't have gotten away with all that shit.
Yeah, no, Chad
Had-
definitely wasn't there.
No, he cracked the whip.
it lives, it breathes. Maybe that's why you don't remember it. Maybe you were.
Maybe I was
in
with
it.
Jordan.
Yeah, and
Uh,
his.
But did we play? I don't know. This is
I
too many
think you
years
all
ago.
were
This
at
is like 8
Walmart.
years ago. We're trying to think.
There was a Walmart right next to it. I think you all were at Walmart, and
I
flipped
always
your
remember
trailer
that.
on. And then we had to drive to that Walmart to get like a wrench so I could make sure that it was like tied down.
I
secure.
definitely remember us all joking that like I don't have time for this right now, Javi. Like I remember that.
Damn.
We have some funny shenanigans that happened.
Mm.
I think.
Yeah.
What do you guys think would happen if when we start touring, or if we do, weekend runs or anything in the future? I think it's going to be like very different.
Oh, for sure.
You know what's really weird is like, so the job that I'm doing now, like basically we go to people's houses and we clean their carpets, but I'm always in a van. It's so crazy, and I'm always with somebody. So like, like when I first started the job, I was looking at the driver or whatever, and I'm like, you know what? This reminds me of being on tour. Like you hop in a van, you go do the job, and then you come back
Pile back in.
and yeah, and it's basically the same exact van that we would go on the road on,
Yeah.
except these are like Chevys, which are shittier. But but I mean, it's so weird. But like, I feel like since we're all older, I think it would still be fun, but it wouldn't be as like reckless, you know?
It'd be
I think
way
we would
more
have fun, but
clean
it'd
and
be
responsible.
Yeah, basically.
instead of being like drunk, it's like somebody's driving and then everybody else is like reading or like
Yeah.
scrolling
Probably
TikTok,
reading,
you know,
playing Switch, watching
yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And honestly, we were
We'd
never,
be a lot more sober.
I don't.
We were
But
never
honestly,
crazy.
We were pretty mild.
There,
yeah.
we were never.
I was pretty reckless for sure.
Sometimes
You would
though.
have your times. Yeah.
You would have your. I wasn't finished. Like I think all of us had like our moments.
Yeah, I think it would mostly Javi would have a couple moments here and there, and then it'd be Kevin with his like getting caught in his bullshit. But outside of that, any of our craziest tour stories, I think they're mostly because of the bands we're touring with.
100%. Those bands would suck us into some freaking shenanigans.
Freaking lives and breathes and all their like workout regiments and then explosive diarrhea on the side of the highway.
Oh,
damn.
We
Holy
can't, you know what?
shit.
We can't tell that story. That's not our story to tell.
Well, we had to pull.
We can say
We could say a band that we toured with had a member that used to take
can-
laxatives to try to lose
Yeah.
weight, and
we
sometimes
can
that
say
would
it
go
was
wrong.
it was their tour bus driver.
Their
I literally-
driver.
I can picture the picture because they had that picture,
I thought it was a video.
or maybe it was the video, but I thought there was a picture
Like-
that perfectly captured what.
Yeah, but we have Josh's moment with the pillow.
Was
Yeah.
That's not that is
Uh,
So you guys know last stream we did trivia, and for Biohazard Madness, I'm going to be doing like a prize and we're all going to sign it. And they had Discord messaged us like, is it going to be a pee pillow?
what?
We should start branding pillowcases, like yellow stained pillowcases. Is
my
at the
God.
merch table. Speaking of merch, we need new merch. So anybody, what are your ideas for
I'm
merch?
working on finding a new shop for it. Yeah.
We need a new shop, maybe like Shopify. There's plenty of things like out there. So many people make their own merch now.
Shopify, you gotta ship it yourself. I've got some leads. I
Okay.
just gotta pull it together.
Perfect. So we're in the
Just
middle
like-
of doing that, and like we should
Yeah, there's
hire
just so
people,
many
get
other
some new
things that
designs.
I'm just like, I'm just gonna focus on the recording and all, like the video this month.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna buy merch. I can wait until February to do the merch.
Perfect.
Sharing.
So, okay. Now that we're all caught up on New Year's, I want to talk to you guys about this thing that I just found on the internet. I did not know Universal is opening a new park and it's already well under construction. Did you guys know about this?
So I thought, I didn't know it was a new park. I thought the Nintendo was like an addition, like it was getting added to the already Universal Studios lot.
So the existing Universal Studios lot is like not changing. They actually acquired a new piece of land down the street, and it's even bigger, and it's going to be called Universal's Epic Universe. And there's going to be 4 worlds in it, this big core section. It's going to be so amazing. And I got sucked down the YouTube rabbit hole looking at like videos of what, like, it's hard to describe. Like, I feel like you guys should just YouTube it and find these people, because there's insider theme park type people that like they have the building permits. They have like the secret names for everything, like the top secret stuff. And it's a lot of speculation on what it's going to be. But Nintendo Land is like 100% happening.
Right.
So that is already confirmed. But like as far as the actual rides or like what it's gonna be, there's like supposed to be How to Train Your Dragon, Wizarding World, which the rumor is it's going to be based on the Ministry of Magic, so like this that elevator ride or something, like something fun. That's the rumor though, so this could totally not be true, but they're laying tracks on roller coasters right now. And then I guess the rumor was that they were gonna have a section so it's gonna be like worlds, kind of like, I don't even know if it reminds me more of Disney, where you go into the Star Wars section and then over there is like downtown Disney and over there is the other, Toy Story Land or whatever.
Well, yeah,
It's gonna be separate.
Universal Studios is sort of just kind of all blended together, but the Islands of Adventure Park kind of has, it's like the Dr. Seuss
Little
section,
worlds.
the Harry Potter.
But I guess these are going to have more like tunnels to get into them. So if they get at capacity, they can close certain sections of them, which I don't think Universal does now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
They can so certain area can get at capacity, and then the main area, people can just like wait if there's too many people. So I think they're learning from Japan, from Nintendo in Japan, and they're learning from like that area. I've seen videos of it. Honestly, it's a lot smaller than what it's going to be like in Florida because they have so much more land to work with. It's like going to be the sprawling, crazy, insane, like.
Yeah, I was curious
awesome.
because like I saw a video of the Nintendo Land in Japan, but none of the videos I watched showed or mentioned anything about rides. It was all just kind of like them walking through the area, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's cool. It looks like you're in the Mushroom Kingdom and blah blah blah. But
there's not really any rides.
You just like
they're gonna build a Donkey Kong roller coaster, but it's not there yet. I don't think it's even gonna ever come to Japan, but it's gonna come to the California park, which is gonna open before Orlando. Orlando's gonna open in 2025. It's gonna have a Donkey Kong roller coaster because the cart level, the roller coaster thing. So apparently it's going to jump tracks.
What?
I don't know.
Awesome.
I don't know how that's going to happen.
Be like down like that. That's crazy.
Like maybe instead of going up,
I saw a video recently of a roller coaster that jumped tracks.
There's a new technology. I don't think it's actually on the track. I think it's like a something. It feels like you're on a track, or it looks like it, but it's really the arm is like on the side. I'm not sure.
It's on another track, and then the jump track is the fake track. So you're really
no, you're free. You're just
they're just chucking you.
Yeah.
No, you're really
but
flying.
I feel like, and if they don't take advantage of the Nintendo licenses, like I feel like there's so many cool rides they could do. Like they could do like a little Mario Kart track where you could like.
There's a Mario Kart ride. It's like an indoor ride.
Okay, is it the 3D one where you can actually like shoot the?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Or there's like they've got the Star Fox IP that you could do like kind of like the Millennium Falcon ride. Do some sort of like 3D thing, the spaceship. Like I feel like there's stuff they can do.
I think it's going to be like a mix, or maybe I don't know. That ride, the Mario Kart ride, is already in Japan, so people can't film in it, obviously. But there's plenty of people who out there have gone and like reviewed it and talked about it and what it is to do. So like you can like virtually, you have like goggles, you can like virtually throw like shells, bombs, things like that. I don't know, and collect points. Like in the whole park you have these like wristbands. It sounds awesome. Like I can't wait. I love Mario. I'm so excited. And there's gonna be a hotel on site. Like I want to go stay.
Oh yeah.
And Peru, Argentina, South America's showing up for us.
Yeah.
Today. Actually, like if we look at our statistics on Spotify, YouTube, and Argentina is kind of one of our.
Yeah.
Well, being a Nintendo fan, did you watch the trailer for the Super Mario?
The new Mario movie?
Yes.
Tell us about it. I haven't watched it.
Oh, you need to.
It looks so good.
And I watched when I went to see Avatar, they showed it there, it was one of the 3D movie previews before Avatar 3D. And I think the 3D looked even better than Avatar's, probably because it was all animated. And when
Mm.
everything's animated, it kind of works better than when you have some CG and some real life people. But the movie looks great. I'm like mid 30s guy, and I'm stoked about the Mario movie. I can't wait to go. Like Jack Black is Bowser, um, Charlie Day from Sunny Philadelphia is Luigi,
Perfect.
Keegan Michael Key is Toad. Um, that girl, I always forget her name. She's a really good actress. Um, she was in The Witch.
Oh,
And
Anya Taylor-Joy is
yeah,
Princess
she's
Peach.
Peach.
No, but are they just voicing them? This isn't
Yeah, they're just
animated.
voicing. It's all animation, but the animation is amazing. It looks so good. Like the colors and just and they hit like every joke, like or like reference that, there's Donkey. Oh, of course Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong, and
That's pretty
like
perfect.
they're in it. There's a moment in the trailer where you see like they're on the Mario Karts on Rainbow Road, and like and then the humor is all there. Like Toad's taking Mario through like the little kingdom showing around, and he's like, and here over here is the like he says like thrift store or antique store, and you see all these toads working, and it's a bunch of like pixelated like original Mario level kind of stuff in there, like retro. I don't know. Jack Black's great, like perfect Bowser.
It's gonna be awesome. It's probably gonna. When is it supposed to come out?
This year, in like May, I think. That's when it comes out.
That's gonna be fun. It's probably gonna be stuff in the park to like relate to that now that it'll be out, or it's gonna coincide with the opening of like the Super Nintendo World in California. So California is probably the Universal that's expanding to include Super Mario Land.
Oh, okay.
Or Super Nintendo Land, or whatever they're calling it. I don't know why I keep calling it Mario. So it's probably because that will be open before 2025. So I don't know if it's this year, next year, but that's already like under construction. So like people will be able to go to that one. And then I just think the whole thing with Orlando is that like Japan's going to be built, California's going to be built. The plans are already done and everything, but like any kind of problems that they ran into at those two parks, they can smooth over for Florida. So like anything layout wise is not working, or rides that aren't working, or like people don't like, I don't know, they can probably just get rid of them, scrap them, change things, change the layout of the park. So it got me like so excited. YouTube rabbit hole. I found this account that's like, I forget what they're called, but like Theme Park Stop, I think it's called. And they just like,
I feel like
every week there's an update.
Big theme park fans. Like you're a big, what would you call somebody that's like a theme park enthusiast?
A kid.
Yeah. I mean, but like that's the thing. It's like so I was also going to say that about the rides. Like you're never going to, even like Rise of the Resistance, it's immersive, like you're in the movie, but it is not like a ride. Like it's not like a big roller coaster that's like crazy. Like the Jurassic Park coaster is like the best ride at Universal and Disney. I mean, that was hands down the coolest roller coaster. So hopefully Donkey Kong coaster is going to be.
Got rid of the dueling dragons thing, but Hagrid's thing was still pretty fun.
Hagrid's thing was cool too, but it by no means is like a crazy roller coaster.
The Raptor ride.
The Raptor was cool.
Because they need rides that little kids can ride. So they're like kind of.
I love how they're like every roller coaster now is. I feel like it started with the Hulk, with the like instead of just clicking up the like launching up the thing.
Yeah.
Now every coaster is doing that because the Raptor launches you as well. And
that was such a fun ride.
And you can see them like running on the side of you.
Can you just picture like Donkey Kong getting launched out of a fake barrel like they do in the games? Like I bet you it's going to be like that. And there is a rumor that in the main park the main center, it's all going to be like celestial themed. So this is all like confirmed information too. So I think it's really going to look like BioShock or like Skyrim in like the Dwemer zone. Like it's going to be very celestial, industrial type looking. So I think it's going to be amazing. And so there's going to be this dueling like star ride. So they are going to have a ride like that there, and they've started laying track on it.
That's awesome.
Dancing Stars, it's called something like that, but that's definitely going to be
Cole says you're a park fiend. Is what
Park
it's called.
Fiend.
Park fiend.
Nobody's saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, what would you call, like, because most hobbyists, like, somebody who likes to play video games is a gamer, or you have like,
Yeah.
A Parker.
Parker.
it's like,
I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll end up moving to Orlando or something down the road, because
We should design our own theme park and be like,
Nearly Dead's Land.
Yeah.
play the albums 20.
Or the theme of our theme park is every ride like almost kills you. You like ride, you got, like 2 broken legs, and it's like you nearly died on that one. But we'd have our asses covered. Like we'd have waivers that you sign when you go to the park saying no that you're gonna be
Sounds like that Action Point or whatever that movie was. The like.
If you actually die, we're not responsible.
Yeah. TJ being a park fiend, did you ever see that thing about that? What was the park? Was it a California park, or there's some park that they had a ride? It was a roller coaster or like a Ferris wheel thing that like a bunch of people kept dying on, and it was like,
Jesus.
but they didn't shut the park down. Like it stayed. Eventually, it got shut down. They did a whole documentary on the park.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not that much of a park nut. I mean, I like Universal Studios, and I just went there this year.
TJ, you're a fiend.
You study this.
Wait, what? What did you say, Josh?
I said you it's your studies. You have books and books on.
Stop making fun of me. You guys are mean. It's fun now to have the money to go and like really have a good time. And like go for a couple of days and just immerse yourself, like, and especially if it's stuff you like Star Wars, huge fan, like Nintendo, huge fan. I can't wait. So that brings me to the other rumored section. I don't really watch, I'll be honest with you, like the Marvel Universe stuff. Doesn't really do it for me. Hi, Amanda's Mess on YouTube. We got a lot of people watching on YouTube today. Awesome.
Poppin'. Twitch, you're slacking.
It's popping.
It's probably the
Thanks for
blurry
joining
background.
us. Probably the blurry backgrounds. It makes us look more like YouTubers, I guess. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Every first Wednesday of the month, we do the live streams for anybody who's just like in and out of the stream. We are talking about theme parks. Well, specifically the new Universal in Orlando that's going to be opening in a couple of years. So I don't really do the Marvel, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm not like a comic book person. Some of the movies I don't love. I know you guys are really big into them. So, but there was one, the universe, there was one like universe out of it, the whole Marvel thing that like didn't do very well. Like they were planning on it being this big thing and then didn't do well. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. They're Fantastic Four movies that kind of bomb.
So, because the whole like calling it the Epic Universe, the whole park, I think they wanted the whole park to be based on this like Marvel universe, and then they were like, no.
Oh, well, that with Universal Studios, that was because Disney bought Marvel. Like Islands of Adventure had that whole Marvel section, and they still have the Spider-Man ride and the Hulk. I think they've been allowed to keep it, but then Disney bought Marvel. So now Universal
maybe
Studios can't do more Marvel stuff because it's a Disney property. So now Disney will be doing all the Marvel
stuff. Yeah, but like I don't know. It's just not for me. It's it's not for me. Um,
I'm burnt out on it because
yeah,
Disney just they basically copy paste everything.
yeah. So instead of this, there was this one section of the park that now the rumor is it's going to be modeled after the old Universal monsters.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That's awesome.
The
I
Universal
hope that's
Studios has they way back in the day they had like a theater production of the old monster universe, and now all that's left is there's just a cafe. That's there's like a little
Yeah.
cafe over kind of by where the Jimmy Fallon thing is, and it just says Universal Monsters, and you can buy
Mm,
like green soda or something.
yeah. I mean, they
But
have a shop like dedicated to the Universal monsters, and so you can get a lot of merchandise based on all of those old films, and it's like the history of like why all of this even exists is the monsters. Like that saved Universal back in the 20s or whenever they started making like Frankenstein and stuff like that. Um it
that's what I think you're talking about. Is Universal Studios had this big plan to do like basically like Disney with the MCU and everything. They were going to do the Universal Monsters universe, and they were going to do all these movies. Well, they put out the first one of that series, which was The Mummy with Tom Cruise, and it bombed, and they got like terrible reviews and did awful at the box office. And they're like, okay, never mind. We're not going to
when
do
was
this.
that though? That wasn't recently.
As far as movies, that was years ago.
Yeah, I'm talking about something a little bit more recent that has to do with like, you know how there's Miss, what is it, Miss Marvel or what was
Yeah.
the name? I don't know. There was like a whole other thing they were trying to branch out and do um with the universe and it just didn't work. So they're like scrap that. This is more recent. I'll look up the YouTube video and I'll send it to you guys. But anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm not that big of a movie insider. I'm not that big of into this stuff, but I love Universal Monsters. It's very cool. It lends itself to our band. Like we all love the classic films and the classic monsters. Like how cool would it be to go to a theme park that is like you're riding the Frankenstein ride. You're, eating like the Bride of Frankenstein cupcake thing that looks like, why isn't that already a thing? I just think this is going to be the coolest thing. And it's going to get a lot of adults like back down to the parks. Because like the Harry Potter stuff definitely gets adults and kids, but the Universal Monster is going to be so sick. So I hope that it's actually happening and true. But those are all the rumors. And then it's, probably going to be like more vintage, more kind of spooky themed, but it's going to be like a year round thing and they have to attract kids. So it's going to be like probably.
You know what we should do? We should come up with our own theme park. And we have these like classic monsters. Like, hey, you go into this house and there's fucking Dracula. Or like, oh, I'm gonna go into the woods and I just spotted Sasquatch. Or you take like a boat ride and you see the Loch Ness or some shit. Like that would be cool as fuck. I would pay money to go to that.
I think there's going to be a boat ride in one of them.
That would be dope. I'd be into
I think
that.
there's going to be a boat ride at one of them. Like the creature from the Black Lagoon. That's the rumor.
Yeah.
Dude, Javi, I
So.
don't know why I thought about this, but when you're like, we should make a theme park, I immediately thought, what if we made a theme park, but it's like a small little theme park, but every ride is like a ride from when like theme parks first ever were invented. So it's
Like
What?
rickety old
it's like a
wooden
little
roller
merry-go-round.
coaster.
And then there's like the one roller coaster that's just got like two little dips, and it's like you're sitting in a barrel. It's got wheels, and then there's like a little bell, and you dink it with a hammer, and then just like
That sounds awful.
No, it sounds awesome. It sounds very like Tim Burton-esque. I feel like if Tim Burton designed a theme park, like it would be very old-timey like that. Like everything would be wooden. It would be like from the 1920s.
but it would all be gothic as well.
It would be
So,
gothic. All the women would be wearing like floor length,
like push-ups, like things.
corsets. Yeah, corsets and full length gowns with little umbrellas. The men would be wearing swimsuits that are basically like a suit, like
Right,
a
like the
onesie,
wrestling outfits
a
and
giant
stuff.
onesie. Yeah, like a giant wrestling outfit. Yeah.
Oh, dude, Evil Panda. That's funny because Josh and I were just talking about that today. The Evil Dead Rise
Mm-mm.
trailer. Josh is stoked. I'm semi stoked. I got a semi stokage for it. I liked the remake, but watching the trailer for this one, I don't know if it's just me being older. I don't know if I can handle that kind of graphic violence anymore. It's like it's on the verge of like torture porn. Like it looks like so cringy that I'm just
Ew.
like, I don't know if I want to watch a movie that's so bloody. Like in the trailer, they don't show all of it. I'm sure they will in the movie, but when she slaps the cheese grater down on her leg,
Oh yeah, that's
Ew.
terrible.
That just
it's
made
like
me
Yeah, it's a
cringe
little
just hearing you say that.
the
yeah.
dentist.
The tattoo gun. Oh
Ew.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Trigger warning.
Yeah,
Gross.
it's a bit brutal. I was like, I'm sure it's good because the remake was really good the way it was filmed and acted, but I kind of prefer the Sam Raimi kind of campy, just like sort of funny, but also like I like the gore I like is like it's cheesy gore, like it's obviously fake and over the top. Not
Mhm.
the realistic gore makes me cringe so bad. Uh, Doolin,
Ugh.
what were you doing in the hospital? Like
Yeah.
physically?
Hope you're feeling better.
You?
Damn.
Doolin was in the hospital for 11 days. So hope you're feeling better now and everything's okay. And yeah. There's also a new trailer, I guess, for the Last of Us TV show.
Yeah, that looks cool.
I didn't really play the game. Jordan was obsessed with it, so
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a really good job of adapting the game. I like the lead actor.
yeah, I think it's going to be good because the Resident Evil TV show was kind of a disaster.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully they learn from that mistake and are making like a decent show. I don't even know
Well,
why.
this is Last of Us is HBO, and typically HBO makes
Yeah,
quality
better.
shows. But also the guy who directed the game, I think his name's like Neil Druckmann or something. He also co-produced the show. Like he had a big hand in the show, which helps because
That's good.
now you got the source material there. Um, yeah, that show looks awesome. That's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Man,
And
there's way too many video games coming out this year because everything got pushed to this year because of COVID and they couldn't make the release last year. So now it's like I'm about to have a it's that whole like you were talking about like having money now to go to theme parks. Like it's kind of that like when I was a
yeah.
kid, I'd save up my allowance for weeks and I mean, granted there were less games back then, but I would save up my allowance, buy a game, and then be stoked about that game and like play that game for like half a year because that's the only game I could afford. But I had all the time in the world to play that game. Now, like as an adult, it's like there's a million games and I could like literally go buy every one of them. But when am I gonna have the time? You know, I have so many games I haven't finished just because I'm just like, first of all, there's just too many games. So like my FOMO, it's like I'm playing one and then the new shiny comes out and I'm like, oh, I want to try that one. So I jump over and then I never go back or finish the previous. But
The-
also just that it's like I'm trying to work and be in the band and do other projects.
The band.
Meh. Video games first,
Ah.
then music.
Are we reading Doolin?
So Doolin's mom was in the hospital, so we are definitely sorry to hear that. Hope she's feeling better. Um whew, sounds like a tough situation, but
Yeah, that is rough.
yeah. But we're thinking of you
Like,
guys.
lucky to have you though to
Yeah,
help.
yep, sounds like she's lucky to have you to take care of her and take her
Hang
to
in
the
there.
hospital. Yeah, definitely hang in there.
Yeah, I'm sure she appreciates it, and we're happy that you're helping her out. It's kind of the cycle of life. You're parents take care of you, and then you take care of
Mm, for sure.
Or you can send them to a nursing home.
them.
Dude, do you know
Yeah.
how expensive those are?
Dude, the
And
nursing
have
home my dad's mom went to before she passed,
Mm-hmm.
that was like a resort. That place was dope. I was like, man, sign me up, give me an apartment in here. I'll hang out.
bro,
They had
bro, I've
two bars, a restaurant, they had a theater,
yeah.
like a game
Oh
room.
yeah, my grandma's nursing home had a bar too.
Bro, I've been in a few of those, like cleaning
That's
them, and
cool.
I look around and they have like social gatherings, and I'm like, dude,
It's nice.
I might need to come to some of these
They
and just,
need, you know what they need those for?
mingle a little bit.
They need those kind of apartment complexes for people that are our age because we all have social anxiety and like can't go out and make
God.
friends.
Yeah,
Well,
we all need to wear
I know
masks over our heads so that we don't get scared of each other.
a lot of places do that. Like A's apartment when she was living downtown, the apartment has, like a gym and a pool area, but then like on a higher up level, there was this like common area that had like couches and a TV and like a half kitchen and like a balcony area that people could host events. But I would notice, and she went to a few of them, that they would post up on billboards at the apartments or like, hey, on this day we're doing a craft day, or on this day
Mm,
doing
that's
something,
cute.
or the apartment would throw events for like New Year's Eve and things like that. And yeah, it
That's
gives you
cool.
an opportunity of everybody living in that building to kind of get to know each other and mingle, which I thought was pretty cool. Like, but the apartment, like a building like that, is much more conducive for that. Like when you live in a neighborhood, like I'm in, like I mean,
Well,
how do
you're
you?
not really like when I grew, like your neighborhood's not really like a subdivision or anything like that. I can think about when I grew up, my dad was like president of the whatever. What do they call it? The neighborhood association or something. Not the homeowners association, but like something
Oh,
different
my mom
neighborhoods
was
have that. Like neighborhoods with homeowners associations tend to like have flyers and be like, hey, we're having a block party, or hey, we're having like, or if there's like a gazebo in your neighborhood or something, there's always like events. Like I remember there was always a Halloween thing, there was always a 4th of July barbecue or like a pot, like a thing. There was always like stuff like that in my neighborhood growing up. So I kind of miss that. Like
Yeah,
I,
the only thing social going on in my neighborhood's fucking like a garage sale, community
right.
garage sale, like
something like that.
every
Yeah.
couple of months, and you're like, oh,
Does
cool.
Eli go to daycare or something, or like preschool or?
So we have a babysitter that watches him during the week when he's not with his mother. And I guess tomorrow he's starting school, but I think it's like a
Preschool.
maybe, yeah, but it's like a like maybe 2 to 3 hours a day or something like that. It's like not like a full on thing. So I think he's starting that to. I think
That's
he's
kind of
starting
what
that tomorrow.
John's at. But talking about community things, since she brought up the Halloween, it made me think that his like little daycare school thing did something kind of cool for the kids that I thought for Halloween is they did a trunk or treat where
Cute.
it's like at the
Mhm.
school parking lot, all the parents like parked and they open up their back trunks and they would all decorate it with like ghosts or superheroes, and then they had
Mhm.
candy, and it was like, I guess, like a safe way for all the like little kids to go.
That's cool.
Community events. And Soul, I know what you mean about backlogs. I don't I don't so much have a backlog, mostly because I'm not on Steam, so I'm not like playing all these Steam sales and little like indie games. But for me, it's not so much a backlog. It's like I almost like play and try every new game that comes out that I want to. I just have a problem finishing things because the next they release kind of over top of each other. So it's like I jump onto the next one. Like right now, January is kind of a slow month, so I'm playing The Witcher like next gen remaster. I'm like, I don't even care that I beat this game. I'll put 100 more hours playing that one, and then on Switch. I'm playing Sport Story, which is pretty fun. It's like a sequel to this game called Golf Story. It's like an old, like it's like a pixelated, looks like a retro game, and it's like an RPG but for like sports, and you like level up your stats and you play like golf or tennis or different things. But the writing in it is hilarious. It's just funny. Like Golf Story, your coach is always like telling you how bad you are and you'll never make it, and just to give up. And you're like, but I'm gonna go get it, and you could like win the game and like show them your award. It's like, yeah, that's great, but you're never gonna make it into the pros, and your backswing's terrible or something. Like I don't know. And so I'm just like, that's the game that I'm like play when I'm like in bed, about to go to sleep. Waiting for that Resident Evil 4 remake to come out.
That's the main. Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. That's the main thing. And I'll just my whole life, huh?
Diablo 4, Starfield comes out. Starfield is just could take over my life. The new Zelda Breath of the Wild.
So there's Zelda and the Hogwarts Legacy game, and I'm like, how am I gonna do both?
Hey Josh, I'm almost boycotting Hogwarts.
Really?
Because I heard there's no Quidditch in it.
Oh, I heard that too. But I heard
You have a Harry Potter immersive sim and not have Quidditch.
I don't know. I mean, I've heard like just people thinking that it'll be a DLC, like the first like big DLC for it or something. But
Gotcha. I get you.
yeah, maybe it'll be a free DLC. Probably not. But yeah. But I'd say Resident Evil 4 is the thing I'm the most excited about.
Is that what it's called? Where they fly on the sticks and chase the little thing?
Yeah, it's called Quidditch.
Okay.
Quidditch, yeah.
All right. Well, anything else you guys want to talk about tonight? I think we can probably call it an early night because we covered New Year's, we covered Christmas, we talked about the new album. We're, maybe theme parks, lots of exciting stuff going on. Next month, I want to do trivia again. I actually got some Valentine's kind of trivia for you guys.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
So it'll be like, let's see. It'll be trivia about like romantic comedies and just like stuff like that. Like movies and things like that are like love related.
Yeah, they're all about Hitch because that's the only one that I know.
All questions about Hitch.
I don't know. I haven't even looked at these questions yet, but I picked up this game and I was like, this sounds fun. So next month, I guess it'll be, let's see, the first Wednesday of February. Oh, that's like February 1st. So, and then March 1st is the first Wednesday of March.
Wow.
There you go. So as long as you guys are down, a little preview for that. Because we got a lot of work to do. Steve's in the studio next week, and then I'm in the studio the week after, and then we're doing a video, and we're all going to be together. So, stay tuned for more stuff when we're like all physically in the same room. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. Anybody have any final thoughts? Oh, as Biohazard is logging on, we're saying goodbye. We are working.
See you, Biohazard.
Bye. Hi, bye.
Bye.
We're cutting it short tonight.
Catch you next week.
We are going to be.
Next
We
month.
are making a prize for you. We did get your address. We are going to be sending it out to you. However, I want us to all sign it. We're all going to be together in like 2 weeks. So just stay tuned. We did not forget about you. We're going to be mailing you something for doing. And then next month in February, we're doing a trivia again. So I think we should do another like prize for somebody else. So maybe we'll do 2 prizes and sign both the prizes when I'm there in January. And then we'll do a second winner in February for some trivia.
Work.
Nice.
The grand prize is a giant Coca-Cola bear
Yeah. Can you please? Oh no, it's at your parents' house. Can you at least send us a picture of it? Because that sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
whenever I probably won't go back before I come to Nashville.
Oh,
but
you didn't
I'll
take a
get
picture of it? All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys all for joining us tonight on our first Wednesday, our first live stream of the year. It's always a ton of fun with you guys. Didn't have a ton to talk about today, no games or anything, but next month we'll pick up on that. And thank you guys so much for your support, for listening to us. Listen to Relentless, listen to Suffocating. If you're on the Patreon, listen to all the new songs, get hype for the next song that's coming out, Wild. And if you guys haven't joined the Patreon, if you guys want to support the band, it's a great way to help us out. And we definitely appreciate you. And any other final thoughts, guys?
Peace
Zip
and
it up.
Sally.
Zip it out.
Wait, Javi, what did you say?
Said peace and salutations.
All right. Bye, everybody.